Hello everybody, it's your wise old motorcycle Uncle Floyd again. Yesterday I was outside. I had taken the engine from my SR500 and had dangled it from the engine crane out in the driveway and pressure washed it. And then I've also cleaned out the sump strainer and stuff. So let's go take a look at that process first. We'll watch that video for a minute and then we'll come right back. I got a new package from Webike and some other stuff to show you. Well, here we go. Time to degrease an engine. I got the whole thing soaking with oven cleaner and have the pressure washer right here. All the holes are plugged up. It's hanging from the engine crane so I can reach top and bottom. So let's get to it. Okay, I've got it washed up as good as I can get it. While we're up in the air here, we'll go ahead and pull the sump off and clean the strainer. And here is the oil sump strainer, as you can see, with the pan removed. It's a semi-critical maintenance item. You should especially clean it and check it if you're reviving a motorcycle that's been off the road for a long time. And clean all the sludge out the bottom of it. And here we have the sump strainer, all cleaned up and ready to reinstall. Well, hopefully that wasn't too boring for you. At least you saw something. I had sprayed the engine down with oven cleaner and then pressure washed it good. It's still kind of dull looking and it's still got some oil. It had a leak around the tachometer cable seal, which somebody, instead of replacing the O-ring, smeared silicone forming gasket all over the outside of it and just let it continue to seep out underneath that for years. So I'll be going over that with some clean Scotch-Brite and some brake cleaner and some, maybe even some paint thinner to get all the oil out of that engine in preparation for painting it. I will paint the main part of the engine. I'm not telling you which color yet, but it is one of 2 or 3 different colors that engines are normally painted in. But in the meantime, let's look in this box that I got. I placed this order 8 days ago with Webike Japan. And when I got home from work this afternoon, it was on the carport waiting for me. Yep, this is my stainless steel skid plate and some other things. So let's take a look at it. The actual invoice. They did their usual impeccable job of packaging everything. I got a new speedometer cable for the SR500, and I've got a part for the C70 in here as well. One of the other Webike online partners had done a review on a similar part to this that they put on a late model Super Cub. So I went and looked it up, and there is a version right here. This goes over the brake pedal. It's a brake pedal cover to fit on a Honda Passport C70, C50, C90 Cub type motorcycle. Then of course a new speedometer cable of the exact same brand as my tachometer cable, so that they are a matched set. Yeah, the Japanese have some wild brand names for their custom parts companies. For example, the company Peyton Place. They make a huge variety of custom parts for all kinds of motorcycles. And we would have thought the name Peyton Place, well, we associate that with the TV series, movie, of book of that name. But it's also the name of a very good custom motorcycle parts manufacturer in Japan. We'll open this up a little bit and see how it fits on the front of the frame. One of the things I did, I ran into a parts compatibility issue before. Because of so many variations in the SR500s through the years, especially with the 78 to 80 US models with the disc brake on the back. The rest of the world, everything after that got drums. And there were a few other little differences, such as fender mounting and headlight mounting. So I actually went and made sure that I went through and looked at the part numbers and made sure that they were compatible. The OEM parts that I'm replacing were all compatible. Now this is a stainless steel chain guard. I looked up the chain guard and made sure those parts were compatible. They did show a change to the chain guard. But see, this is what I really wanted here. This is a nice minimalist chain guard. And it's stainless steel, which fits with the rest of the theme of the bike. And that's it for the parts in this shipment. I do want to open this skid plate. And put it into position on the frame. I won't be actually installing it until I finish the engine install. There we go. I like the screws are held captive by rubber O-rings. It's a sharp looking piece, a whole lot better than the ugly black piece that I took off of it. And while that's not tightened down, all of the screw holes are holding. I'll take the camera over here and let you have a better look at that. I didn't tighten it down. Yeah, I know I'm tilting the camera sideways. So it does fit. And I'm quite pleased to know that. Now I think I want to install this other piece on the Streetcub right now. Let me open it up. Of course, they always caution, because you're buying parts from Japan, that if they have instructions, the instructions will be in Japanese. But most of them have pretty decent pictures with them. A lot of them are pretty self-explanatory. This simply slips over the brake cover, and then you tighten these screws up on it. Grab something out of the toolbox. One of the things I really love about buying my parts from Webike, my custom parts, In the past, whenever I bought accessories, even though they were for a metric motorcycle, if they were made or sourced by a US-based company, they would have standard hardware on them. So I'd be working along with 10 millimeters, 12 millimeters, and 13 millimeters, and then I'd have to go and get a 7/16 and a 3/8 inch to put whatever I was working on it, which is not a huge deal because I do own a small amount of standard wrenches, but it does interrupt the flow of your work when you've already got all your tool drawers open and don't want to have to dig into the specialty tools. Let's walk over here at this Super Cub and put these parts on. Now, when I had rebuilt this thing, and it was a horrible pile of junk when I started it, I actually replaced this with a brand new stock brake lever. And it looks good. I mean, really, the effect is good. But let's face it, it's stock. And we all know that that's not what you want when you're doing customs. So I have this brake lever cover, brake pedal cover, so I'm going to install it on here. And it should only take a moment. Make sure that these are all the way down. That looks really good there. A couple minutes effort gave a really nice improvement in the way the brake pedal looks. It makes the platform a little bit bigger, but I mean, what other 3-minute modification can you do? It's just a neat little thing. It just adds that little extra flair to it. So that's it for now until the next video. Keep riding, keep wrenching, stay crazy, and don't forget to go shopping at our online partner, Webike Japan. There'll be a link in the description. Y'all have a great week.